Time for another board game review, and this time we have the game Lanterns the Harvest Festival. This was sent to me by Renegade Game Studios and is designed by Christopher Chung. The harvest is in and it's time to celebrate. Decorate the Palace Lake with floating lanterns to prepare for the upcoming festival. Let me show you how to play. So the harvest is in and now it's time to celebrate. Players act as artisans, decorating the Palace Lake with floating lanterns. The player who earns the most honor before the festival begins wins the game. So on your turn, you may perform each of these actions once in this order. You may exchange a lantern card, which is optional. You can spend favor tokens to do that. I'll explain those later, but they look like this. So you can be like, okay, I'm going to spend 2 of these to exchange one of my lantern cards for a different lantern card from the supply. Next, you may then use a specific set of lantern cards to make a dedication. You return the cards needed for the dedication to the appropriate stacks, then claim the top token from the stack corresponding to the type of dedication and place it in front of you. The number on the token represents the amount of honor you earn from the dedication. So, let's say, for example, a player collects 4 of a kind, okay? Then, you would grab one of these 4 of a kind tokens. This one would be worth 8 points. As you can see, the next one is worth 7, so it's like first come, first serve. Another card you can score is 3 pair. In this case, you need 3 pairs of different colors. And you would return those cards and score one of those tokens. Or if you have one of each color, you can turn those in for a 7 unique card. But the question is, how do you get those cards? Well, first off, each player starts with a specific color. Also, this has to be oriented in a way where you can see where everybody is sitting. So red player would be there, white player would be there, and so on. And you each start with a card of your respective color. So like I said, first you can exchange a lantern card if you have tokens, then you can make a dedication and score, and then finally the main action of the game is placing these lake tiles on the table. One of the sides of your card you place down has to be adjacent to the side of an existing tile. So let's say player 1 plays this card here. When you place a tile, you distribute lantern cards and other bonuses in the following order. So first, if the color of any side of the newly placed lake tile matches the color on an adjacent side of another lake tile, you receive a bonus lantern card. So, red player would receive a red lantern card because those sides match. Then, after you hand the bonuses for the matching color card, finally all players starting with you receive 1 lantern card corresponding to the color on the side of the newly placed lake tile that you are facing. So, red player would receive a white card. This player over here would receive a green card. This player would receive a red card, orange card, like that. After you place a lake tile, you draw a lake tile to replenish your hand to 3. Here's another way you can score a bonus, is if you play a card with a platform, or match a card with a platform on it. Let's say the next player puts this tile down. Now, first off, they would get a blue card for matching those sides. And then, since they're involving a match with a platform on this tile, they will receive 1 favor token for doing so. If multiple platforms are involved in a match, you can receive 1 favor token for each. If the stack of a particular lantern card color runs out, that color is unavailable, and you don't receive cards of that color until it is available again. So that's pretty much it. You're just kind of placing down lanterns, and if they match sides, you get the color bonuses, and you're trying to make sets. You just take turns placing those tiles and drawing tiles and trying to get bonuses, and you can use these favor tokens to exchange your colors for other colors. Now, after the last lake tile has been placed, you each get 1 final turn, and then you just add up all the points on your honor tiles that you collected for sets throughout the game. And that's pretty much it. So this one's simple, but it's fun. I like the overall theme. I think the floating lanterns make for a very attractive sort of look on the table. I also appreciate that it's very simple to learn and play. You place tiles, match up colors, get points, or not points, but cards, make sets with them, then you get points, boom. The most interesting mechanism in the game for me is the whole everyone gets a card depending on where they're sitting mechanic. It's fun because you can attempt to play tiles in a way that where certain people won't get cards depending on how many are left, right? You're like, all the red cards are gone? Sucks to be you, buddy, sitting there. Or, you're trying to get that color, huh? Well, I'm going to make sure you don't. There's definitely like an element of strategy there and kind of blocking others while still making sure that you get the cards that you need for your sets. That and always racing to complete sets as the point value decreases in the stacks. That's always an engaging mechanic. You always want to get the higher points, you know, and that's always satisfying. As a nice filler game, you can't really go wrong with this. It looks good on the table. It plays fast, really simple to learn. It's not hard to get a grasp on. For some players, it might be too simple because you really are just kind of making sets. But if you're looking for something that's more accessible for all players, I think this is a very solid pick.